She did 41. Okay, good. Wasn't me. You need someone to be in charge. You may not toast the Lassies.
I got a green light. Is that good? All right. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, assembled members of the Scottish Society of Louisville, esteemed board members, and honored guests. It is a great honor that Jenny and I stand here before you this evening to toast to the Lassies and the Lassies response. We are John and Jenny Dixon of the Scottish Society of Louisville. Typically, these toasts highlight the differences between men and women and illustrate Burns' understanding of those differences, at least as it related to his time. I'd like to quote here. Old nature swears the lovely dears, her noblest work she classes. Her prentice hand she tried on man, and then she made the lasses. In regard to the differences between the sexes, it is well documented that women will speak around 20,000 words a day, while men will utter as few as 7,000 in that same period of time. This may give reasonable indication of who is getting in the last word. Scientists have determined that speech triggers chemical reactions which provide a rush or a high in the brain, similar to that of an addiction. Thus, the female speech behavior seems to feed on itself.
I'm not sure how that's
Ain't getting it. Men, on the other hand, think about sex once every 52 seconds, while women think about it once a day. This would explain why the sex processors in men's brains are roughly twice as large as those of women. Additionally, testosterone has been shown to reduce the area of the brain associated with hearing. Just saying. That said, I think it's reasonable to assume that the reduced brain areas of man associated with speech and hearing have been taken over by the cells associated by sex. Now, this would explain why Burns is known to have sired at least 13 children with 9 known lovers, including his wife. In my research, one person's reasoning indicated that that would be the equivalent of 2 or 3 descendants today in each of the Scottish parishes. Burns loved the Lassies, arguably too many, and it is said that he believed in the equality of women. He believed that every good-looking woman should have an equal opportunity to jump into bed with him. He was a bit of a reckless romantic who fell in love and into bed too easily. However, we can't put all the blame on Burns. It is well known that women extended freely what is euphemistically known as friendship of the thighs. Without women, where would we be? There would have been no original sin in the garden. God would be out of business. And Adam would be roaming in the gloaming by himself. Robert admitted that without women, he would never have written a single verse. There are a few of his verses that cause us to look inward at ourselves and consider our relationships. I would like to cite a few. A woman can make an average man great, and a great man average. I have been a devil in the effect of my life, but never was I in hell till I met with Mike. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me great to think how many counsels sweet, how many lengthened sage advices the husband from his wife despises. Then there are the wonderful verses of love. I have two here. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. So fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, that I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. A second one, to see her is to love her. To love her is forever, for nature made her what she is, and never made another. For our part, gentlemen, we must recognize that we will ever be in debt for the fairer sex. For it is with them by our side that we owe everything. Our health, well-being, happiness, and yes, our very existence. Gentlemen, to your feet, please. Please charge your glasses and raise them in a toast to our bonny lasses.